Lee, Don, Hershey.
So grateful and fortunate to be right here. This is my first podcast.
I'm so stoked.
I'm shaking right now.
Yes, so we are going to play Drinkuisition, sent to us by the lovely people at Drinking Games.
Can we pass? Or can I phone a friend? You've got the laptop in front of you. I feel as though I want to be real with you, and that's why I'm here. People think jokes are cool. People think jokes are fun, but bullying, it comes in all shapes and sizes. Any moment that I can spread some knowledge, even if it's small, like...
Yeah, like your hangover cure.
Oh, yeah.
Hangover cure.
I mean, okay. I'm so free. Every single day I wake up and I'm like, whoa, I feel better than I felt yesterday. Yeah. And that's because I'm living my true, authentic self.
Peace signs up, put them in the air, they go rise up. Peace signs up, put them in the air, they go rise up.
And welcome to Jampacked. I'm your host, Jameela, and we have quite a guest today. Whatever time your day of listening to this, we have quite the treat. They are the owner and the executive producer of Girls with Flair, which provides a full-scale event planning, including theme design, consultation, obtaining a venue, booking entertainment, promoting, setup, transformation of the venue, and running the event itself. They are known for being the girl with flair, blowing flames and entertaining audiences all over Texas, such as Houston, Austin and Dallas, as well as nationally from Chicago to New Orleans, and internationally from St. Croix to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. They are a bartender extraordinaire. Just recently, as of yesterday, they recently did the Seth MacFarlane's Christmas party. This beautiful soul individual is a 9-time Iron Bartender champion. In 2010, this person was a part of the mixology crew for the NBA All-Star Weekend Jam in Dallas, Texas. They worked directly with NBA professional Tony Parker, actress Kate Monahan. Did I say that right? Moaning. Yeah. Musician and entertainer Camila Gray, as well as model, actress, and DJ Ruby Rose. They're a brand ambassador for Nick Kacy Footwear. I actually had the great privilege of being a part of the Equality Fashion show with them. 2 different lines, or actually 3 different lines. They walked for 2, I walked for 1. But Equality Fashion Week, and then following that week, did LA Fashion Week. They are a model, an actor. You may have seen this beautiful face in the NCAA PSA commercial about labeling student athletes, or Hiscox, which the spread. It was a photo spread in the NBA, in the New York Times, or the Delta April magazine. You may have also seen them in the Kevin Federline Hollywood music video.
Oh, man.
I personally took great joy and entertainment in this as they parodied Amber Rose. You can also look out for them next year in their film God Made Man. I'm very excited to take a look at that, to watch that movie. They play the role of Rhett, which is the movie... I'm going to try to give you a short synopsis of what it's about. It's a they are leading double lives and seeking redemption. 3 desperate people collide in this urban purgatory, and Rhett, a homeless transgender man tired of drifting from couch to couch, craves stability and acceptance. And then there's other characters that have their way of how they all collide. You may have also seen them in U-Turn, which was a short film, or the Mojave Sisters as Casper. I actually started to watch that, and that was pretty dope. I can't wait to talk about that. And y'all, they're just an all-around amazing individual. Okay, can I just say, I am low-key buzzing right now. Yeah. It's like a high-key, low-key. But ladies and gentlemen, I bring to y'all Lee, Don, Hershey. Woo!
You have no idea. That just touched my heart. And honestly, thank you. I need to go home after this and update my resume because shit,
Yes.
I need to update some stuff.
Yes.
And that's amazing because being back in Texas, I was always like, oh, I can't wait one day to do these things. And now I'm like, whoa, I need to update this.
Yeah.
And I'm just like so grateful and fortunate to be right here. This is my first podcast.
I'm so stoked.
I'm shaking right now. Like
I'm so glad we popped your podcast.
I just want to say, hey, Dad, it's happening. Remember when you wanted me radio personnel? Well, here's that chance.
And you've got an incredible voice too, though. Like I can't wait to see what that part of your life consists of because I feel like I see it in the future.
Yeah, I'm actually going to be releasing some music soon. I haven't.
Oh, for real?
Ever told anyone?
Oh shit!
This is a first release too.
You have to come
Cat's
back.
out of the bag.
You have to come back.
I would absolutely love to.
You have to absolutely come back.
But again, thank you for having me. Your hospitality is phenomenal. Your family's amazing, and this drink of choice
cheers.
tonight is an Rye Old Fashioned.
Yes.
From Boulay Rye. I appreciate you very much.
I love it. Yeah, this Rye Old Fashioned is a new definition of life right here.
So, can I ask you a question real quick before we get started? Since you mentioned buzzing, is that what you felt when you walked on the runway for Equality Fashion Week?
Yeah, but like even a higher buzz.
The out-of-body experience?
It was the entire day was like an outer-body experience just because I've never done something like that before, but I would do that again in a heartbeat.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
thinking about it right now, I still have butterflies. Like, it's that, the little piece in your throat that you can't swallow. And, you did great.
Thank you.
Making it rain with the stickers.
Wait, but I'm so excited though, low-key. I was like, oh my God, they know who I am. They seen my work on the runway.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Lee and her wife actually.
Well, no, not wife.
Wife.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay. I'm all about organic and, I don't like to force anything. Previous relationships, kind of want to do make sure the family was proud and, doing clearly was queer and that just wasn't acceptable. So I figured, why not do the cookie cutter thing and forced it. And clearly that didn't work out. So I'm just letting it be and honestly healing and finding out who I am every single day because, people are like, well, do you know who you are? And, oh, yeah, I know who I am. But honestly, I'm forever evolving every single day, and I learn something new about me. Yeah. I'm like, whoa, okay, well, I've never felt that before on like a male standpoint, and I'm identifying with both genders now and openly, which I've always identified with both genders, but again, like I said, openly. It's almost great to have the open honesty. Yeah. Because there are no limits, and especially we do that to ourselves so much. It's like, whoa. Yeah. Like it was shaky and like just, and it could be like, wow, I'm like finding this male attractive on like from a male standpoint. Yeah. And that's crazy to, openly admit. Again, I'm admitting so many things today, and it's not even admitting, but
I think it's just coming to grips with. It's almost like you've been talking it through, and then like today was like today's decision day. These are the things that I'm feeling a little bit more firm on.
With Julia is she's so open. She's bisexual, and whenever I came out as gender fluid, we were together when I was in the closet with it, and she was just like, this makes so much sense, you know, like. And it was just such a release. And, I feel like we connected even way more because she was just like, whoa, jackpot. Like, what the hell? Like, I just came into like exactly what I've, manifested and have wanted my entire life. And I feel, it's just so neat to see in all relationships how people grow and heal together. And, if they're both up for it. It's like such a beautiful challenge.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, and I appreciate your honesty too, because it's so important. And we were talking about this earlier about pronouns and what your response was. Yeah. And it was almost a response we had never heard before.
Of course.
You know, which was
Situational pronouns. You know, there's been so many times where I've been behind the bar with like 3 of my homegirls that have known me for so long, but the moment, you know, someone inappropriately steps boundaries and of course they're drunk and I buck up. I turn into this 6'8" bulletproof vest, and I don't have to be male nor female. It's just it's like, but they instantly are like, oh, you're so manly right now, or like you're just very masculine, and like it just, you know, it's just so. You get what I'm saying, right?
No, I completely get what you mean, and I. When you had said, you know, both sides of me, that made me want to, you know, remember to ask that question so that, you know, folks understand there's these other answers other than this or that. It could be situational.
Yeah.
You know?
And like, or you know, getting my nails done. Or, you know, Joel's like, you're so feminine right now. Or if like I go and do my last looks in the mirror and I have just my sports bra, but my heels and my pants, like, you know, I kind of like do this little move, especially my Nick Kacy's. They're genderless shoes. So like you can feel so masculine and feminine in these heels, but they're like cowboy boots in a sense.
I still need to get those shoes.
You know what? The next time I'm on, I'm going to bring some over and you're going to try them on and we're going to do a sizing for a holster for you.
Fucking do it. I would so do it.
So it's just like in that situation, she's like, you are such a female right now. But then whenever she's gabbing away, and I'm like, well, babe, like, I got to go check my email. And she's like, this is where you're totally a male right now because you don't want to gab with me. And like, don't get me wrong. Like, I like to gab with my boys, but like, sometimes I just, there's little things that, you know,
exactly.
Like,
this is who you're,
I know that you should
feeling like at this moment in time.
But the cool thing is actually being openly honest about this.
I think as a couple, once you recognize it individually as well as together, that's really where the power is. Before I forget, there's the order of business, and it took me a minute to realize what OOB meant. Okay, Midori, as she looks at me with such pettiness. These Geminis. Are you a Gemini?
No, actually, I'm a Virgo.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, okay. I am a Virgo.
All right. Yeah, they're both Geminis. So sometimes it's just like, well,
we get in
the
it.
block is hot.
Well, we made eye contact and we were locked in. And honestly, I was feeling it.
Yeah.
You had the look in your eye, and I knew that we were going to ramble.
Yeah.
That's fine. It is.
I enjoy rambling and speaking with you. Like, I could talk to you all day.
Honestly,
okay.
But order of
Midori,
business.
I'm not
order
going
of business.
Midori started walking over here. I was like, oh my God, please don't.
She gave you the eyes.
She did.
I felt it.
It was, we all
laser
felt it.
beams.
Yeah. Brooke brought her shield, so Brooke didn't feel it.
Yeah, right?
No, you have Geminis. I do one part, she does the other.
That's true. Yeah, it took us a minute to establish that. But orders of business, we did speak about the old fashioned.
Yeah.
I struggled to make yours, so I hope that it was
next time
better than the promo.
I would absolutely
Drinking the promo.
love to just hand in hand make an old fashioned with you, because
I would love that.
That's one of my favorite drinks to make. It's just so hands on. It's simple, but it could be so complex. You know, it can add different bitters. You can make a cherry. You can make a chocolate. You could even use mezcal and make a mezcal old fashioned. You know, we'll have fun on the next one.
Yeah. Definitely. I wanted to ask you to make them, and then I was like, oh, but that would be rude of me if I'm the host.
No,
I'm supposed to know how to make drinks.
Listen, any moment that I can spread some knowledge, even if it's small, like...
Yeah, like your hangover cure.
Oh, yeah.
Hangover cure.
I mean, okay, so I absolutely love...
Sorry, I get really excited about hangover cure. Y'all that know me know that I've had a lot of drinks on this show. Some episodes go better than others.
Right?
You know what, Brooke?
Oh, that's not a fuck you, Brooke.
Yeah. You know,
she's slipping.
I'm trying. Yeah, exactly. Oh, in my old days.
She threw in the age.
She sure did. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Happy late birthday, by the way. Yeah.
Thank you. Sagittarius powder. Gang.
That's my dog Baxter's a Sagittarius.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Cheers.
She is the light of my life.
Yes.
Cheers
Next
to
time,
Bax.
and Baxter will come next time.
I appreciate that.
Yes, Zora.
Zora is passed out over here.
Zora's like dreaming. Oh shit.
Oh shit. She's got a little stretch going. She's good. She's good though. Thanks for letting me
Absolutely.
have her tonight. I feel like Baxter is like she'll go to the one person in the room that she really connects with that night, regardless of it being emotional or like a physical pain that they're going through.
Yeah.
She always just goes to someone and like takes care of them. So I feel like she's comforting me on this ride right now because I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous.
Yeah. Oh no, it's all good. No, I'm probably more nervous than you.
Oh, lies.
No, for real. Like I get nervous when I do it. Yeah,
That's a
for
beautiful
sure.
thing because you
Means I still
love
love
what
it
you
and
do.
care about. Yeah, yeah,
Pure.
yeah. It really. As you can see, the shenanigans are real. It's definitely not.
I'm glad that we're catching them. I'm glad that we're catching them.
Yeah. It's dope to be a part of, and
By the way,
folks.
we are very safe in our journeys and everything that we
Yes.
are embarking on this evening.
Yes.
Very responsible adults.
Designated drivers.
Indeed.
In the building. Brah, brah.
Bum, bum, bum.
And we did mention Zora. Right now, she's just hanging out, chilling, and and giving the love.
She's supporting.
But you may hear her pitter patting around the studio if she feels the need or bark, just because she's that random.
Yeah, she needs to be heard.
yeah, she does. But I think, is that all of the
the hangover remedy. Mine is a small coconut water. You have to slam
somebody's
it.
not as drunk as me.
Slam
right
it
now.
real fast, and then I do a small bitters in like a rocks glass with extra ice, 4 dashes of bitters,
Okay.
and literally like 4 or 5 limes. Squeeze it in there, and then soda water, and just hammer it down, hold it down, and wait about 30 minutes. 2 leaves, you're good to go.
Ooh, replay that if y'all missed it.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't even realize that knowledge was being dropped on you.
Magic.
Rewind this shit real quick.
There's another PSA for you.
Exactly, another PSA for you.
These PSAs here. You notice
We got another PSA
they put a
coming.
beanie on, baby. They were like, "Oh, you look real young from here, but those head tattoos." Wardrobe, let's bring in a beanie.
I
was
love
like,
your head tattoos. I absolutely
appreciate
love
that.
them.
You know, the really cool thing about that is my left tattoo was done by a male, and my right side was done by a female. So it balances out.
I noticed they were different, but I didn't
Yeah, well,
realize
it's
they
the
did.
same. It's the same shell, but you can see the left side has more like stippling, very precise in his like, almost as if it's like tribal, and then hers is very soft,
Nice.
light hand with hearts.
Nice.
Yeah, so I feel
That's
as
dope.
though like bold, and you have
Yeah.
your left brain, your right
Yeah,
brain,
for sure.
creativity, and
That was kind
Yeah.
of the structure I took with mine, with my tattoos. My little mini tattoos compared to your head
whatever.
tattoos.
You better stop.
Listen, you have head tattoos and then like both arms.
Honestly, I'll tell you one thing.
And then
my
some
knuckle tattoos were the worst tattoo. And
Really?
I have my sides done. They were not
and you have
fun.
your elbow done. We've spoken about the elbow before.
The elbow's not fun.
No,
It does not
it's
feel
not.
good. Ooh, yeah. And they
Yeah.
did that full rose right
Yeah.
there. Honestly, I was like,
Yeah.
I have to tap out, Holmes.
Yeah.
Tapping out. Yeah. And like
Today's
this one
when I
over
tap
here,
out.
I set for 8.5 hours straight. It was my first big piece. I have Audrey Hepburn as a Terminator.
Nice.
And it was great. I mean, it was like so euphoric almost.
Yeah.
But the knuckles,
Yeah. Yeah.
nope.
Damn. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, mine. I asked them to do more of a feminine, masculine.
That's like a perfect
vibe of it.
That's like a perfect balance. It looks so clean. It's not heavy,
you.
and it's
Yeah.
like it's dainty, and I think it's very pretty.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna go in for shading and then do my thigh, get my thigh done.
Ooh, see, I have nothing below the waist.
Really?
Nothing.
Okay, so I can't even find out what your namaste ritual would be.
Well, I can give you my
Well,
namaste.
for yeah. I mean, for what was
Basically, anything. Breathe. I mean, breathing is number one. Just like I ran track for almost 18 years. So it was in through your nose, out through your mouth. And that's in any situation. What do they do with pregnant women?
Same
Breathe.
thing. Yeah.
Breathe. And it's...
Inhale, exhale through your mouth.
And the power of your mind is absolutely insane. So I put in music. Sometimes it's acoustic just because I can connect with their voices and I know that there's not too much drowning out.
Yeah.
I still can hear the tattoo. And so like I'm connecting with two different sounds. And I just kind of stay right in the middle and breathe as much as possible and try to go somewhere, you know? Yeah. It's usually in the thoughts and it's done. I'm like, oh, what the hell? Sorry, Dad. You got a whole another portion done.
And like I almost try to do more, almost like this euphoric, like pain. It's like almost like it's like this pain, like a tingly euphoria. Like you don't feel it, but you feel something's going on.
Yeah, again, like that walk for a Quality Fashion Week. It's almost that out of body. So you're you're experiencing it, but you're above it, and you're like, whoa, this is intense. What the hell? And so you're going to your happy place, and you know. It's usually up. Watching yourself.
I was on a high for at least 2-3 weeks.
Like,
I mean, I'm still technically on a high. When I see pictures, I'm like, whoa, like that was so much fun.
Look at me, I'm such a model. You know, even me, I'm like, damn girl. And when I know that one part, like I hit the end, and then I was on my way back, and I was like, this is it. You have nothing else to do. You gotta gotta do something else. And so I was like, you better do a turn. I was like, hit him with a turn. So I whipped that turn and walked backwards, and I was like, you got this. And then like whipped it around and just kept walking. And then when I got on the other side of that wall, I was like, oh shit. Came down to my knees and was like, whoo, we did that. I was like, all right, we got that out of the way. Let's go. And then hauled ass down the stairs with, do you know Charlie? Goodness, my brain. It's Americano Design. Charlie was modeling for Sharp Design, and we literally ran like 007 secret agents down the stairs, went to makeup, stripped, and then they did that half.
I think I saw you running up and down, and I was like, whoa,
spaz. No, but literally, I was like, oh my gosh.
I love that they did it.
They
split the face with the masculine and the feminine.
That was really cool.
Yeah, that was cool. That was really cool.
Such a good time.
So we're gonna get to the game because we've had so much fun and we forgot there's a game involved.
I know. I'm like, wait, we didn't even give ourselves a time limit.
No, we were just like, we're here. Right. We're here. We're in it. Yes. So we are going to play Drinkuisition, sent to us by the lovely people at Drinking Games.
That's amazing.
Go ahead and find them on Instagram.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, this was pretty dope. They were just like, we'll go ahead, we'll send it. And I was
They're smart. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
I've never even heard of it, but now, like, I mean, and I've watched the show, but I'm very excited because it's usually Cards Against Humanity for me. But now I
love Cards Against Humanity.
Let's break out of the box.
Let's do it.
Come on.
Yeah, this is some different level shit. Like this is.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm from Texas again. We've got some pretty crazy drinking games.
Yeah, y'all do. Oh, yeah. You guys have to come back like in the summer. We'll do like a party, and then we have a beer pong table, but it has lights on it.
Okay, but have you seen the...
I was really proud of my lights with all my beer pong tables.
The lights are amazing, but have you seen the Roomba or the little vacuum thing that like cleans the floor?
Yeah.
So they tape cups. Roomba. They tape cups on the thing, and so it's like it's spatial awareness. So it will sit there and go from side to side on the table and spin and like go in different ways. So it's literally like beer pong on steroids, right?
Oh my gosh, we have to play.
Can we play?
Yes.
You can put lights on those too.
Yes.
One up.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
Right.
That'll work. Here are the rules to Drinkuisition. Here's Midori with the rules.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so for Drinkuisition, thank you. Drinkuisition, I'm gonna pull a card from there's 3 different piles. There's Drinkuisition, Common Knowledge, and Trivia. I'm going to go ahead and pull a card from Drinkuisition, and it's going to tell me what to do next for one of you, but it's...
Okay. Clearly, I mean, I go first.
You go first.
Yeah.
Thanks. I appreciate that. You're so nice.
So the first one is a trivia, so you have to answer the trivia question. So it is who wrote the Star-Spangled Banner?
Oh,
Damn.
I feel like a bad American. Per usual. I'm just kidding. No, can we pass? Or can I phone a friend? You've got the laptop in front of you. I'm like, mouth it to me. Like,
I
on
wish
the
I
side of
knew.
the microphone. Son of a bitch.
I wish I knew.
Well, guys,
like,
you're
Ella
opening.
Fitzgerald.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't wait for the YouTube comments. They're gonna be like, boo. Like, stick to bartending. I'm like, oh my god.
I don't know.
All right,
It's
pass.
really
Yeah, I don't know.
fun. Take a guess.
Teddy Roosevelt.
I picked Ella Fitzgerald, but
That's, I mean, in
yo,
a
that's
world,
so
that'd
fucked
be
up,
great.
Rick. Why can't she live and be great?
Damn, she is great.
Okay, the answer is Francis Scott Key.
Oh, damn.
Ooh.
None of us were.
What a name, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, I guess you
Yeah.
guys can both take a drink on that one.
Oh,
Salud.
yeah. She. Ooh. Yes.
There's a water bar.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. Thank you, Lee.
You guys got to come peer pressuring.
You are. That was hard.
That was, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
that was-
I mean,
Who is?
shit. This is one of those moments where I'm like, I've watched this and I'm like, you could have prepared a little more. And now I'm like, no, you didn't at all.
Nobody can prepare
Yeah.
unless you own the game and you study that
Truth.
shit.
Yeah. Ugh.
I have the game and I still didn't know that shit. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All
So
right,
what do we
the
have to answer?
question? So the question I have for you, Lee, is what is your favorite tattoo on yourself?
Ooh. Honestly,
Sorry, and why? Of course.
oh, okay. Again, I said this earlier, is my Audrey Hepburn as the Terminator, because she's such a beautiful woman, but she was so complex, you know?
Yeah.
She was just put in the limelight, and everyone thought she was just this perfect peach. And
Yeah.
you know, she had a lot going on, you know, and very raw, and I connect with her so much because, like, I come from a broken home, and, like, you know, I've gone through some shit, and we prevailed, but, you know, her beauty is, like, she wears it, and, like, I feel like my tattoos represent my beauty in a sense because it's my armor, it's, you know, it's my journey, and the Terminator is that hard ass that was that 10-year-old little girl getting punched in the mouth by a boy for defending, you know, the little Mexican kid down the street that, you know, didn't have money, and, like, you know, that was, like, my power. And I've always, like, sorry, I've always connected, like, watching movies and seeing these individuals. It really felt good to have, you know, the two come together and create a, you know, like a power source for me, something I could truly relate to. And wearing it was kind of my badge. And I don't know, it's always been my favorite, and it'll forever be my favorite. So I can't wait to, like, get, like, a big printout, like, badge of it on, like, jackets and just make it a thing, you know? But that's her. Yeah, that's him, and that's Balance, and that's me.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Cheers.
Yes, cheers.
See,
Chin, yes.
I had to redeem myself after that question, damn it. Yeah.
You're like, I got my thug card
All
back.
right, I'm gonna throw him off with some emotion.
Don't get it fucked up.
Shit. Woo.
I'm from Texas.
You right?
Yeah, right.
Don't get
Good.
fucked up.
You'll want to be my friend in the post-apocalyptic experience. We will make a world. Good times. Wow.
I guess mine. Do I have to?
Oh
explain
yeah.
mine?
Can I ask you? Like,
yeah.
I can. I mean, well, clearly.
Yeah.
I mean, that's amazing. I was, you know, and you always see people, like, checking out other people's tattoos.
Yeah.
But you know, as soon as you make eye contact, you kind of like look away because you know that's like it's a thing. It is a thing, you know, because like, are they judging my tattoos? Are my tattoos not cool enough? Like, what's the deal? Are they like, am I not like pure enough for that? And then again, that's what we do every single day with our lives, with our sexualities, with our partnerships, with our, I'm gonna click up, you know, like fuck it. Yeah. Like, you know what I went through for this tattoo? Like, who gives a shit what this guy thinks, you know? Like, and that's what I always catch myself doing. And I'm like, you sat in that chair and you got your fucking head tattooed.
Yeah. I need to start thinking like that because I will legit catch someone and I'm just like, what are they looking at? Like,
you instantly get that. You're vulnerable, you know? Like, you put something inside out externally for someone to see, and like, you know, that
is it because maybe a part of us maybe looks at someone's tattoo and goes, listen, I don't know about tattoos, but that one seems like it might be a little off.
Well, like, I mean, clearly you see somebody that
sees.
Well, I mean, think about it. Like, you see somebody that got a tattoo done in, like, literally the garage. I mean, don't lie. I've got some tattoos done in the garage, but it's been very safe, very clean.
Okay. All right.
Very nice. But like, you know what I'm talking about. And so like, of course there's that point of, you know, like seeing a botched boob job or a botched like something. And you know, you have that, damn. But like to judge someone based off of like what they choose to put on their skin is just fucking ridiculous, you know, like,
especially since you can kind of empathize with the pain that they could have
gone through,
to get that.
But again, it's like, okay, well, my friend can do it for X amount of dollars. Okay. Come on. There's that scenario where you're like, guy, just don't get the tattoo, you know?
Yeah. I've had people go, oh, I like the lines. Their lines are so crisp. And I'm like, phew. I'm so glad.
What tattoos are supposed to be like. I mean, not abstract on like watercolors and stuff like that.
But it's still art. It's still art. You know, it could be maybe fucked up to the 10th person in line, but the first 5, you know, they're like, yo, that's some shit right there.
That's some shit.
That's some deep shit that you haven't even Googled yet, you know? You don't know why those lines are that way, you know?
But what was your power behind yours?
There's a lot going on, but it's kind of a reminder of the things that I want to make sure I don't forget or remember how they impacted my life.
Of course.
So I've got like my grandparents on my dad's side, my dad, on my dad's side, my grandfather, my grandmother. My grandfather, that was one of the hardest losses for me of anyone that I had lost people in my life, but nobody that close. And that was like, that shook my world to the core. Like, it was intense. I was a freshman in college, or high school, I'm sorry. I was a freshman in high school, and he ended up really being about my senior, what's that college entrance exam that you send in to colleges to get in? Like, you have to give them an essay or whatever.
Oh my goodness, no.
It's like, it's like your entrance essay to
Personal statement.
Yeah, there you go. Your personal statement. Your mission statement, To get into the college, it was about my grandfather. And it was about how he impacted me and empowered me.
Of course.
I made poems about him. Like, goodness. he was my world, and he was really more of like, you know, he was really into making sure that I was like a strong black woman, you know, course. and it was an interesting take because he's light skinned, and you know, I'm whatever, you know, whatever, you know, whatever pigmentation, but he, you know, as a kid, they had the brown paper bag test, which was if you were darker than a brown paper bag, then you couldn't get into wherever. But he made the cut. Yeah. So to hear his take was always very interesting to me. And he was so proactive in the black community and getting black students to the Claremont colleges and all of these other things. Like, he was really, he was the
active
guy.
Yeah, that was
so. But so when I was younger, he was always on my case, and he would take me around to colleges and, like, you know, say, you're gonna go to one of these schools one day, like, but really, like, on my ass about it.
I bet.
Yeah.
And you really took that. I mean, clearly.
It was huge.
I mean, it's translated and it's followed you. I
Yeah.
mean, this is great. I mean,
Yeah.
you got a great thing going here.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Fantastic. This is a great
I always
setup.
think about what they think, and they're probably just like, oh, she's grown into be quite the individual. But
Good.
But
You
they-
should
but
be
they-
unapologetically you,
But-
always.
Yeah, I mean, but they loved me unconditionally, like no matter what I was doing or what I was into. But yeah, I remember when he passed away, like I went to the hospital when he was in the hospital and I had just missed him. And then he passed away. Yeah.
Oh, see,
Yeah.
that was like so the story of my grandma
Yeah.
Hershey. Walked in, they said she was about to go. I got probably like a good 2 minutes with her and walked out of the room for a second, came back, and she wasn't responding to me, and my dad was trying to get me, and it was just, I didn't understand why she was just there, and
Yeah.
you know, it was like, but I still felt her, and it's crazy because, I mean, she's always with me. Honestly, I feel like Baxter has like a little Grandma Hershey in her, and I'm like, this is some crazy shit, dude.
Yeah.
I always feel her at the end of my bed, sitting there in dreams. My grandma will be sitting there, but when I wake up, it's Baxter that's laying at the foot of the bed, right where she is, and so I'm just like, she's like my spirit animal, you know. So she's got those eyes. That's why I'm totally connecting with this little babe right here. She does,
and I've always said there's a story behind whatever she's going through or has been through.
Oh yeah,
and I want to talk to her. I want to know what she's.
That's
thinking.
crazy because a lot of people have said that, and you know, it's not. She's an extension of like me in a sense. I have family members that will call, and before they check on me, they ask how Baxter's doing, and friends from back home that I haven't spoken to in, you know, like a year or so. It's just, hey, I'm just wondering how Baxter's doing, and it just feels so good because like I've never had someone like that I connect with. She really feeds my soul, and I've never had this feeling with anyone ever. It's an unspoken bond.
Yeah, it's the same with her. Like, I know my dad is very nervous of the day.
Oh, goodness, yeah.
You know, and it breaks me up sometimes thinking about it. But like when I see it on TV, I'll hug her a little bit tighter, and then she'll look at me like, bitch, why are you
doing
me
this?
So
Yeah,
tight?
yeah.
But it's almost like she's just accepted whatever.
She knows she's here right now for this moment.
Yeah.
And she is here for this period of your time with you.
Oh, yeah.
For many, many reasons. You guys are going to go through so much. You've probably already been through so much just in the 5 years of her life and yours.
Yeah.
You know, what Baxter and I have moved from Texas. We worked on the oil spill in Louisiana in 2010 for almost a year. And I took Baxter with me. So I was working 18-hour days.
Yeah.
So I had to take Baxter to work with me. And she literally had to live in my truck almost for like, oh my goodness, like 9 months. I was working graveyard shifts. So I would spend the day with her when I could, sleep off. We'd go hang out at the beach for probably like an hour. And then she'd go and hang out in my truck, and where I was working, I could see like right in front. And I mean, I had the best playpen for her ever.
Yeah.
People would walk out and be like, hey, can we walk Baxter? And I'd be like, for sure. They'd take my keys and like go walk her. So she was like passed around like a daycare, you know, but we have been through some shit. I mean, partners, abusive relationships. I mean, I almost lost her one time out at the ranch. We were shooting guns, and the twins, I have twin sisters at home. They were really young at the time. They had her in the house, and they opened the door and let her run out. So of course she comes running up underneath me, and I've got earplugs and earmugs on. Yeah. And I unload a full round, and of course not anywhere by her, but she was under my feet, and she took off. And on our ranch, like, you can't see your hand in front of you when camp lights go out. And it was about an hour before the sun started to go down. And I've never felt panic in my life. It's like, guess I felt how my mom felt at the grocery store that one time when I took off and was like, yo, I'm going to go outside and round up grocery carts. Like, who the hell do you think you are? And my mom beat my ass. It was a situation like that. And I thought I lost her forever. And I just found her like creeping in the bush, and it's just these little eyes. Gosh. And like to this day, you know, she loud noises or anything, she freaks out. And like, I feel like, you know, I scarred my child, like just like my parents, you know, like, and it's one of those things where I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so relate with this, this creature that loves me. So, you know, Thank you for letting your baby
No,
be my
of course. No, she's
my cushion for the night.
It's so interesting because it's like she really is an emotional dog. Like she'll just take you.
She knows exactly where she
she'll
needs to
calm
be
you
right
down.
now.
Like if you're stressing out or whatever,
Yeah.
like she'll calm you down. Like there have been many days where I've cried and she's like, "Don't cry." In all her pettiness, she'll still take time out to
check on you. Mhm.
Yeah,
That's why, like, some interviews I do, I'll shake my leg, and like when Back sits down, my hand goes to her, and it's like the shake goes away, and it's like I know she's there, but I can focus and I can feel her, and like she's just sending me good vibes. It's so cool. It's so cool.
I love it.
It's like a little mood ring, you know?
Exactly.
I love it.
She is a mood ring
right?
with its own personality on top of that.
Like, what is
Yeah, that's true. You ready
So we
for
playing this game again?
Yeah, I know.
Man, I'm trying to dodge these
We're
trivia
just vibing.
questions.
Go ahead. What's the next?
She's gonna hit me with the flex again.
What's the?
Dang it.
All right, it's trivia again. You got to answer trivia questions.
With Drinkuisition.
Yeah.
Shout out to our sponsors.
Yes. Shout out to Drinkuisition, the people at Drinkuisition, drinking games at drinking games. Check them out on Instagram.
Jampacked podcast.
Free promotion. Hey, Jampacked.
Ooh, look, this is a perfect one.
Oh goodness.
It says, what is the name of Doc Brown's dog in Back to the Future?
Yeah, that's still fucked up.
Wait.
Come on, you guys are just literally talking about dogs.
Doc Brown's dog.
Oh, I know.
No way.
It's easy. Come on, yeah.
Doc Brown's dog.
Doc Brown's dog.
In Back to the Future.
I know who Doc Brown is.
What he does.
Science.
Yes.
Professor.
He does so.
Come on now. Come on.
Einstein. Is it? Oh, we have to submit our answers, I guess.
Look, this is I'm mad at myself right now. Doc. No. What the fuck?
Good.
He did feel really good. I felt it right here.
But there's next Doc. Of course.
Yeah.
She gave me eyes. She gave me eyes here.
It was a good answer, see?
Yeah, see here, here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna see here, they're gonna be in the eye.
Exactly, good answer, see? What we're gonna do here is we're gonna find out the name of the dog.
That's what we need to put on the back of your sweatshirt.
Look here, you see?
Yes. Look here, you see?
I love that. So we're back to the question.
Okay, the name of Doc Brown's dog.
You said Einstein. You say Doc.
Are you going to
submitting?
lock in that answer, or do you want to share the answer? And just be in this together.
I'm locking it in. We're sharing it. This is, I mean,
We're sharing.
let's do it.
Okay, Einstein all around.
Doc.
Okay, so yeah,
We got
the
Einsteins
answer
all
was
around.
Einstein.
No yes!
Money in the bank. Yes. I'm glad. I mean, it's a team here.
Yes. Yeah.
Fun fact on this card says that Einstein was originally scripted as a chimpanzee.
What? Okay. But that's fucked. I mean, yeah. I see why they changed it.
Yeah. Interesting. From a dog, a monkey to a dog. Okay, we'll take that. Okay.
Human rights.
Yeah, that's-
Like,
Exactly.
no, we know what you're about to do with that monkey.
Exactly.
They're like, we're going to
Change
tone
it
this
up.
down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're gonna need you to change it up, man. This is coming straight from corporate.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, the next card says you make someone else take a drink.
Oh.
So that was her. That was for Lee, right? That you read it to? Yeah. Okay, so Lee is your choice.
So Lee, it's your choice to make somebody else take a drink.
Well, you've been holding that sign over there giving us these beautiful directions, so I think that you should have a small shot of whiskey.
Yes.
And I know it's been rough. You just got back from this beautiful vacation in Paris. I drank too much wine. I'm so sorry.
It's too much wine for my head.
It was so pure and delicious. Sorry, I will never make fun of you again.
Wait, she said you holding the sign, not me.
She tried to put it on you. She tried to slide it over to you. Like, yeah.
Yo!
Oh,
Midori tried to pull the rope.
Hey, you know what I call that? That's a Midori sour. Oh! Hashtag Midori sour. Hit him with the face.
Hit him with the Midori sour.
Yes. That will be on the back of her sweatshirt.
Hit her with the Midori sour. She has the jokes tonight.
You know.
She does it all.
Give her one whiskey.
This is amazing.
It's a good time.
All right.
I'm having fun.
The next one says common knowledge. So that one's for you. It says, what is the first page of a resume called?
The first page of a resume? A pitch letter?
How drunk are you? This is a game.
A resume?
Oh, yeah.
Of a resume?
Yeah.
A resume. Oh my God. Now you guys are making me feel very
it cover letter?
insecure.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my God. Oh my God. This is so
Drinkuisition.
bad.
Got you.
I just got by Drinkuisition. Fuck. Oh. Damn.
Yeah.
Cover letter.
Yeah, no, you.
Hey, I'm just redeeming myself
Yeah, no,
earlier,
it's all
okay?
good. It's all
Doc,
good.
really?
It's all right. It's all right.
I mean,
It's all
yeah.
right. Doc sounded good. Doc for Doc.
In
What's my question?
the Star-Spangled Banner.
Oh, I can tell you a fun fact on this one too.
Oh, okay.
Leonardo da Vinci created the first resume in 1482.
Wow.
So we got him to blame.
Yeah.
Much.
Let's put it on him.
What's that?
I don't know. There's something in my. I don't know. Whatever. Okay.
Did you hear that?
No, what was it? Yeah, Leonardo
fun
da
fact.
Vinci.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
I
got
mean-
you.
Okay.
I heard it.
Okay, great.
Okay. What's my fun fact gotta be?
Or like a
Question.
a fun fact. Oh gosh. First resume. What was your first job?
Out of college?
In general,
in
right?
ever, yeah, in ever. What was your first job?
Damn.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
My first job. I'm gonna say my first real job out of college. Like when I graduated from college.
Okay.
It was at a TV station.
Nice.
And I worked as a post-production assistant. And they would go drink. And I don't know what life I thought I was living. But, I was working with a band. That's what happened. And that was around the time I met you, Brooke. As I struggled to point to you.
Which eye are you pointing
Yeah,
into?
exactly.
The barrel or the two eyes?
But I was working with a band, but I was also working as a post-production assistant.
Fantastic.
And I worked there for a year, and it was fun. But I feel like I drank more on that show.
Of course.
Like
individuals in the industry, regardless if it's hospitality, food and beverage,
Yep.
acting, blah, 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 blah. I mean, people go through the struggle. They understand they're dealing with people's egos, all kinds of different things. So, I mean, generally, most of them have, that drinking mentality and behavior.
Yeah.
So, I get it. But what are you doing now? And besides the podcast?
Besides the podcast, working with nonprofit companies.
Wonderful.
Doing affordable housing on the development side.
What?
So I go to the low income housing properties and
That's amazing.
do the whole relocation of it. So they do the development, like they're not refurbishing, but they're really at a loss for words tonight. We fix them up. We basically fix up the apartments, and I deal with the
Revamp and
renovation.
renovations.
There we go.
We
There we
both
go. We put
clearly
it
were at a
together.
loss for words.
We put it together.
You're like rebuild, revamp. I'm like renovate. We had a baby. Yeah.
We did. And,
It's a
it
group
was-
effort here. It's a beautiful thing.
So I see
Judgment.
Judgment.
I like
See?
where you're at right there. See?
Yeah.
That's why I tried to give her a shot over there, you know?
Exactly.
Snippy over here. Yeah.
You're the only
I'm like, can I
one,
borrow that
yes."
whiteboard for a second?
Exactly. Can we
write you a message?
So we can write back? Do we have another?
Let's send her a smokestack.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome. So, have you've heard of the organization CARE, right?
Yes. Well, there's a company called Care.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if there was a Care that was a nonprofit.
No, I apologize if I should have.
Okay. Yeah, care.com.
Yeah, or .org. I think it's org.
.org. Yeah.
Something like
Drinking.
It's okay. We actually just did a video for them. I can't really give you too much information. It's low key, but we just filmed a pretty fantastic video, and I'm really excited to share it.
Well, I love that your presence in the industry is not in vain. It's like you're really, there's a purpose behind it.
Yeah.
In the branding, and it's this thoughtful, conscientious, natural vibe. And it's organic. It's you genuinely presenting yourself as you, but in these different scenarios as you.
Yeah. Just being told for so long that I would never be able to achieve the things that I want or my dreams because of my tattoos or because of the way I present myself. That never resonated with me. That was never an option. So again, being unapologetically myself has just always been a driving force for me. And even being visible in this industry for our community, and again, I'm so fluid that it's like, it's not even just our community, it's fucking humanity. It's for our youth. I want my nieces to be able to look at the work that I'm doing, be able to see the things that I've done, and be able to have their own thoughts, and not what my family's telling them back home, or what their kids at school are telling them, being like, oh, your aunt, she's gender fluid. Whoa, that's weird. Like, we are from Texas. And we're from a part of Texas that you don't talk about these things, and it's just, it's not accepted. And like, I'm very proud to be present and have these opportunities. I'll tell you one thing, like, I knew that I was born for this. Since day fucking one, I knew I was born for this.
Absolutely.
But I never thought that I would have had these opportunities that I have had.
Yeah.
Oh, I literally wake up every day and I'm like, babe, remember that one time that I shot for Adidas, and like, I'm still shooting for Adidas. I have something that's coming out in 2019 for something that I can't say, but like, I'm just holy sheep shit.
Yeah.
And that's a Texas thing to say. I'm sorry, but I'm like,
holy sheep shit.
I'm just
I
like
love that.
every day I'm mind blown, because not one day's the same, and especially here, and just to be present. And again, the word visible means more to me than anything.
Yeah. I mean, what was that process like, growing up in Texas, which is very conservative, and y'all don't talk about it,
Oh, goodness.
Trying, like, evolving into your true self. What was that process like of sharing that with your family? And
it was very hard. I kept it from my family. I came out when I was 17 years old. I was a junior in high school. So funny, because I just talked to a friend of mine about the first time that I'm going to be openly on air or anything about my coming out. And I'm not going to use people's names because they are married with a husband and kids. And, but I got caught making out with the homecoming queen at my homecoming party my junior year. And it was a big deal, and it was huge. And it wasn't easy. I was very active in the young life community. And, I was very spiritual. I never passed my beliefs on anyone. I just was always there, supportive, and I knew that there was a a source, an above something that created me, that made me unique, and this just this different unicorn. And once I made out with this girl, and it hit. I got kicked out of the tribe. I wasn't allowed to go to Young Life anymore, and my best friend egged my Jeep that night, over 3 dozen eggs, and I woke up the next day after going through something that I had dreamt about my whole life, and I wasn't that kid or that girl that made out with girls when I got drunk or anything like that. I was always the one that would help them get away from that situation, because I didn't want them to like do something that they would, like ultimately regret, or, like I was always like a mediator. And that one time that it happened, like it turned my world upside down. I ended up in a fist fight with one of my best friends 2 weeks later after a football game. And that was the hardest thing that I've ever gone through, because I hurt her. I hurt her very bad. And I'm not proud of it. But at that moment in time, I had to do that and stand up to her, because it wasn't right. Yeah. It wasn't okay that she did those horrible things, and it wasn't okay that I did those horrific things to her. But we have to go through these things, and like my dad didn't know for a while, and I kept it underneath, and I was so afraid, because all of our parents, like, they were so close. Like, I played every sport under the sun, so it was inevitable that one parent was going to speak of something to another. Thank you. I was always hiding something. From the time I was 5 years old, I was always hiding the fact that I always wanted to play the dad, or I wanted to be the brother, or I didn't want to be the sister. I never wanted to be the sister. Like, I always appreciated that I was a girl, and I knew that I was that for a reason, but like, I just knew. And going up and going through that, and that wasn't even my parents. That was just my friends, my dad, he didn't take it well. He lashed out very bad. It was a lot of manipulation, a lot of abuse. He was under this generational fixed mentality of, we must follow this Bible, and I don't want to go too much into it. I have much respect for him, but there's a part of me that has let that go, because I have healed from it. And I cry because it's like a great experience that I get to share with so many people, because again, I went through these things to raise awareness and to help youth and to help individuals, maybe a 50-year-old that has never healed from their coming out with their parents. And maybe I have a little insight that I can share with them to help them grow and heal. So, like, I'm not going to dog on Texas, but I'll tell you one thing. Anybody that has come out, that has ever thought or felt or has been different, kudos to you and tip of the hat, because you are a strong individual. And the fact that people are dying every single day, it's just nuts to me. I've never felt so alive since I moved to California. I moved to California, I came out as gender fluid, and a part of my life changed.
You felt free.
I am so free. Every single day I wake up and I'm like, whoa, I feel better than I felt yesterday. And that's because I'm living my true, authentic self. I am unapologetically Lee. And I'm not Felicia anymore. Felicia's gone. I said bye, Felicia, a long fucking time ago. A long fucking time ago. And that's one thing that I'm so excited to share is, people don't understand. Like, people think jokes are cool. People think jokes are fun. But bullying, it comes in all shapes and sizes and forms.
Yeah.
Our parents bully us and they don't understand.
Yeah.
And that's a thing that the ego is such a powerful, wicked tool.
Yeah.
And, you know, awareness is everything. And that's why, like, these shows and things like this is raw.
Yeah.
We're putting something on the line that we're independent.
Yeah.
We're going to get our voices out there, and no one's going to tell us how or can or what we're going to do with it.
Yeah.
We're just going to be.
Yeah.
And
I love that your work reflects that, of exactly all of that. And it was so interesting also that you mentioned that, because I was watching, like I was saying, Mojave Sisters. I'd seen a little bit of that, and that character almost seems to have a very interesting, different relationship with their father.
Yeah, the disconnection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then taking on this hardened job, you know, and still being like this soft, vulnerable person on the inside. It was a very interesting,
Yeah.
you know, a lot of these characters kind of do contribute or are related in some way, a part of your life, including God Made Men, God Made Man,
goodness.
coming out next year. Have they set a date for that?
Okay, so here's the deal. Independent, we speak
Yes.
of it, right?
Yeah.
So clearly you can relate with
Yeah.
funds and
Yeah.
all the nine. Yeah, let's refresh the palette. Check one, check two, refresh the palette.
Exactly. Take two.
This thing on, yes. Tup, tup, tup.
Take two, you see.
You know, like, God Made Man, it's gone through just such a influx and ups and downs, and that is the power of the independent project. And all I can say is I have never believed in a project in all of my life as I do for this one.
Nice.
The message is going to blow people's minds. It's not your cookie cutter, let's talk about drama and life. No, it's sex trafficking. It's judicial corruption, prostitution, transgender rights. I'm not going to lie. I'm giving a blowjob in one of the scenes. Just throwing that out there.
Nice.
A fake. Fake pee-pee. No, I'm sorry, Dad. No, literally, once I got the script and like I confirmed, I called my dad and my mom and was like, so here's the deal.
Yeah. Just letting you know.
There's gonna be my hand, a pee-pee, and a mouth. That's all I'm saying. My mom's like, do you, baby? It's all like, whatever. My dad's like, oh, okay. I'll talk to you later. I was like, whatever, Holmes, you'll watch it. Yeah.
Have they kind of come around to?
Oh, of course. My mom, the moment I literally set her down. I pulled the light down. I was like, it was only us. I had set the tone, okay? And I was like, Mom, there's something that I really need to tell you. Like, I really don't know how to tell you. And she just looks at me and like pulls the other lamp that puts the other light on and it's like makes it brighter. And she goes, excuse me? I gave birth to you? The moment that you were in the trees shooting Barbies down with BB guns and your sister's over there screaming, crying, I knew that you were something different than what she was.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what that was at the time, but I knew that either A, you were going to be lesbian or maybe something wires got crossed. And for my mom to say that at that time was unbelievable. And I'll never forget that because that basically kind of like gave me the inclination that she knew that I was a boy and a female as well, you know, but she didn't know how to admit it because what verbiage was there except for transvestite? That's honestly, and that's not even,
I watch old
but
shows,
it's not
and
even
I'm
like, how is this funny, guys?
Old Law and Order, and I'm like,
Like, what?
I can't believe y'all said that.
I cannot, and it's,
and y'all got away
with it. And you know, that's another thing is I grew up listening, I'm not going to call anymore. Family members calling people shims, and you know, it was always a scary thing for me, and I related to them, but that's something that I had to suppress and not talk about because they didn't even know I was gay.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what the fuck I was.
Yeah.
Pardon my mouth, but like,
I think,
you know what I mean?
I feel like often even lesbians don't know exactly fully who they are. Maybe unless they've kind of sat in it for a cool
Well,
minute.
even-
They're like, listen, this is my situation, and I've confirmed this. I've sent out the press
That's
release to
everyone in
everybody,
general. Because I know a lot of guys that they're like, oh, don't want the nudity. And then like over a period of time, they're like, oh, you know, like I appreciate it. And it's just, I think it's what people are trying to, it's like assume the position.
Yeah.
No. Let's not assume,
Yeah.
you know, because we know what we know what that
I
comes
think
to.
it's this security
Yeah.
in being in between the lines, even though we've pushed the lines out, there's still lines.
Yeah.
There's no blurring, there's no mixture of colors and, you know, mixtures into a new color kind of thing. Like, it's, you're on this canvas, there's lines, color in between the lines, and don't you dare go
Don't
outside
you dare
of
go
those
outside
lines.
of it, yeah.
You could push them out further.
Because again, guess what? You're going to get kicked out of the tribe.
Yeah.
Nobody wants
Yeah.
to be out of it.
Yeah.
And that's ultimately what it is. And, you know, so like being our unapologetic selves is right now, originality is everything.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
that's why it's great that you're doing you and this show is striving and
Thank
I'm
you.
sitting here
Thank
and
you. I appreciate
you're here. Like,
Yeah.
you know, and I don't do too many things speaking, you know, of alcohol or anything of that nature, but I feel as though I want to be real with you, and that's why I'm here. And
I love it.
these are things that I enjoy and things in moderation, and you know, heartache,
Yeah.
love, money.
Yeah.
It's all great in moderation. You know, we need these things, and then again, need.
Yeah.
There's that word, need. You know,
Yeah.
like.
I mean, did you experience a lot of kind of almost like back flack or flack? What do they call it? Yeah, flack from like the lesbian community. Like,
I have noticed a little bit of individuals that they kind of poke fun at the fact that I have changed my name, and they will still use that old name, and it's kind of sad, and you know, it's hurtful that like I'm not fully transitioned or transitioning, or I'm not bisexual. I'm not just a lesbian. I've completely come out as gender fluid, and I don't even know what that means yet. But I know that right now, currently, today, I identify with male and female.
yeah.
Every single day, I feel it in my bones, and I've known it since I was a little person.
Yeah.
That's all I know. And like today, the fact that I can relate to it and be proud of it and just get it out there is all that I can ask for. And you know what? Who the hell knows what's around turn number 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6?
Yeah.
I could literally get pregnant next year.
Yeah.
The day I give birth, I could have them take my ovaries and I could transition 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
Or start my transition 2 weeks later.
Yeah, that's true.
And the fact that I could be a mother and a father in the same day,
It's been made. It's been done.
I mean, it has been done for a long time, and people don't give honestly, like we could. That should be Jampacked number 2.
Yeah, that's part 2.
Oh, we will get into that, but
Yes.
like, you know, just it's amazing to me. Like, I have options, and I'm not afraid to exercise them, or even just. I'm not afraid to be me anymore. And you're on my train or you're not.
Yeah.
And it's going. It's full steam ahead, and this is it. You either take me or you don't.
Yeah.
I'm not here to ask you to be my best friend anymore. I'm not here to ease your ego.
Yeah.
As I grow, you're either going to grow with me, or you're going to go your own way.
Yeah.
And you know, we're figuring out our tribes, and you are the company you keep.
Absolutely.
You know?
That's 100% true.
Yeah.
What's the update on the cyst that was on your ovaries that they found last year?
Oh, goodness gracious. I'm still having a little trouble with that. I have a pre-existing condition. You know, I've been battling it for a while. I'm in the process of, you know, building up some funds to where I can go and get some proper treatment. But I'm doing the healthy organic route right now. I've cleansed my body. I'm like, how funny I'm sitting
Was
here.
that like a part of why you're vegan?
Yeah. So Julia, you know, when we got together, she has been vegetarian for so long. And you know what's so funny is like, well, you do so much damage to your body for so long. And the moment that you start to cleanse and take care of yourself is when you start hearing different voices.
Yeah.
And the voices are your body telling you things. So as I started to embark on that journey, my body kind of shut down in a sense. And then my cyst got really big. It was actually really big. They rushed me in for emergency surgery. And, you know, when they went in, it burst and it caused a lot of flack, a lot of madness. So that like kind of shook me and made me realize a lot of things. And so I started taking things out of my diet that I thought could be, you know, a factor. And it was crazy because as I was cleansing my body, I was also cleansing my soul and my head and my heart and everything. I felt like I was purging old trauma.
Yeah.
And trauma from old, you know, sexual abuse back in the day and things like that. And, you know, it was nuts to realize that as my body was shedding, so was I.
Yeah.
And it was crazy. And I'm in the best shape right now than I've ever been in my entire life. I'm still dealing with my issues, but not on the same level as what they were. I have a gauge of it now. And
what's your process of having to deal with it or trying to deal with it? Like, I know we were talking about namaste earlier, do you meditate? Do you?
Yeah. Honestly, I heat pack. I do. I have a life coach that I talk to, a really fantastic one actually. And it's a lot of checking in. When I go into those like hardcore pains, it's literally, I use a lot of CBD bombs. Whoopi came up with that. It's like a tincture, basically. I use a lot of tinctures, a lot of CBD tinctures, and I'll do just a lot of rubs. My buddy, Sacred Biology. We're gonna throw them out there if you guys check them out.
Okay,
it's literally like a small roll. I put it on my lower back. I put it on my thighs and especially my ovaries. Like, well, not my ovaries, but you know, on the outside. And I'll tell you, the pain is crazy, but hopefully next year I have some projects coming out and some funds coming through that I think I'll be able to go and get some better answers.
Nice. Well, let us know if there's anything we can do.
Oh, goodness, yeah.
You know, get the word out or, you know, a GoFundMe link or whatever. Like, let me know.
I appreciate
Let me know
that.
for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, and there's so many different forms of treatment that you're taking and experiencing. I mean, what do you find to be the most effective? Honestly, I mean, I've even heard like chakra balancing or healing.
Honestly, I'm telling you, like, CBD treatment is unreal. The rubs, got a friend, Kat Bagley. She's amazing. She's got her company, Nectar of the Gods. She's literally like a lifesaver. She sent me some product that worked so well. I really do focus on CBD product. I don't like taking. I try to take only leaves when maybe I have a hangover, but like for my cramps, it's something. Yeah, it's something different. They're not cramps. It's literally like, we're bringing in a tank with 2 missiles. Exactly. You're going to be fucked for 2 weeks. I'm like, oh my God. Like, what the hell did I do in a past life? You know? Like,
right? Like, why the fuck do I have to do this right now?
Yeah.
This is bullshit.
Oh, and you want me to play sports? This is, oh gosh, you know, and
we want you to dribble the ball down the court, see?
Gosh.
Man, this has been so much fun, Lee.
Yeah, no, I mean, and I know we get off the subject a little bit every now and then, but you know what?
It's the story of my life. It's okay.
I feel a squirrel, you know. I'm like, hey, what are we doing? It's been so much fun, and being able to share all this has just been great.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, this has been dope. This is more of an excuse to have you come back.
Trust me, I think we should do a series out of this.
I'm so
and like
game for
I
it.
feel like as both of our careers evolve, all of our careers evolve. I feel like we should have a check-in point.
Yes.
At least once a month. Why not?
I'm so with that.
Let's do it once a month, and we can even do.
Once a month. We're bugging.
Wait, we should do like a once a month 2-liner. So like I like writing these 2-liners. Like I put them on sticky notes and put them like all over my computer. I'm like little poems and whatnot. Yeah. So like every time we come on, I feel like you should come up with a 2-liner and I'll come up with a 2-liner.
Okay.
And then we read them.
Okay. I'm with it.
Great.
I'm with it. Let's do it.
Let's have so are we? Is this coming out to an end?
It's coming close. It's coming close.
I'm like, I thought we were just getting started. Dang.
We were.
No. Round 2. I know.
Yeah, we've had too much fun.
Life, and life's knocking. She put up her whiteboard and said,
"Oh shit, yeah.
You're coming to an end."
Exactly, you're coming to an end.
That whiteboard speaks volume.
No, I think I just gave a look this time. I'd have to write it.
Yeah, I was just like, that was a stare in the corner. Yeah, it was like,
Clink. Thank you for letting me cry on your show.
No, of course, absolutely.
Much obliged. No judge zone here.
No judgment zone at all. And I appreciate you being completely open and honest. And I appreciate you being here. And you did the red table before we get out of here. You did the red table talk that was taped last week.
Yeah.
And I mean, when can we see you on BET, Facebook?
Yeah, it's BET, Facebook, and Red Table Talk collaboration. Right. I should have some update very, very soon. Oh my goodness. Jessica, yeah.
Shouting you out, Jessica.
Yes, girl. Both beautiful, beautiful women of color that absolutely just hold.
Hi. Hi.
Yeah, so it'll be coming out soon. And, thank you, Jada and Will. Again, I do have to say, and Facebook Watch, BET for having us. It was truly unbelievable. Filming in the promenade in Santa Monica, just people walking by left and right, like, oh, what's going on, but the fact that we were having those conversations with just Joe, there's everyone walking around, just wondering what we're talking about, and just raising awareness again.
Are you allowed to talk about a little bit of what you talked about?
Well, basically, you'll know what we talked about if you watch the Red Table. So basically, events and topics that were spoke upon.
All right.
Yeah.
That's
That's all I can share. I got to keep it under wraps.
Jampacked.
Yeah, see here.
Yeah. So before we get out of here, we normally leave it with words of wisdom. And you will start the words of wisdom. What words of wisdom do you have for us?
The moment that you think it's too much, stop and breathe. Hold your own hand and realize where you are. You're in your own shoes, your own feet, your own skin. You're beating and you're breathing all of your own breaths and beats. Know that that's where you're supposed to be in that moment, and nobody else is going to live your life for you. And if they do, they're going to fuck it up, or they're going to do it amazingly, royally, out the wall. And where are you going to be? Standing looking at 2 hands. So you commit and you be that right then and there. Nothing else. Those are my words of wisdom.
I love that. Damn, I want to snap.
Yeah, snap.
I want to snap on that one.
Thank you for having me so much. I cannot wait for number 2. Number 3, number 4, number 5.
Yes, every month Lee's coming back, y'all.
All day.
Yes, I'm stoked. I'm super stoked. All right, Midori, what are your words of wisdom?
I've been practicing.
I love it.
That means her words of wisdom was fuck
And your couch.
It was wrap it up. Go ahead, Midori.
Okay, so Wednesday words of wisdom will be: it takes years to develop your craft. So don't romanticize over an overnight success. Be a student. Grow organically.
Ooh, yeah.
Get really good. Hate your work. Start over.
Yes.
find new ways to express the same ideas, and the student becomes the master, your time will come.
Ooh, yes, Grasshopper. She goes, I've been rehearsing. I'm like, you wrote a novel. Get out of here.
Right?
Yeah, I was practicing.
Damn, she just trumped us all.
She really did. The song.
Poor choice of words. And shout out to Mrs. Zora over here.
Yes, shout out
Holding
to
it
Zora.
down.
Zora for
some
staying in
music
her
next
lane
time.
today. Brooke, do you have any words of wisdom for us?
Oh, goodness. Dory melted my damn brain.
Yeah, I know. She melted all of our faces.
Think about everything she just said.
Yeah.
You know, I was watching Bridesmaids. You seen that movie, Bridesmaids?
Such a good movie.
Great movie, right?
Love it.
I just watched it.
Well, there's a song that they sing throughout the movie, made famous by Wilson Phillips.
Oh, hell yeah, Wilson Phillips. So white. I love it.
It's okay.
No, girl, I know.
So anyway, in the song, you know, if you're going through a bad time, and they tell you, hold on for one more day, and I
That's
like
right.
that.
Hell yeah.
Like, hold on for one more day and watch what happens.
That's right. Hold on for one more day.
Hold on for one more day. You gotta hold on for one more day.
Yes, girl, yes.
Yes.
Hey, we're coming at you live.
We're coming at you live.
Oh.
And hold on for one more day. Brought to you by. So I'm just going to go with what's on my heart and what's on my mind. And that is stop.
Kaboom, baby. Rub all your nipples. I'm sorry. This is when I should be excused.
No, it's all good. Stop and get to know folks before you judge, before you think that you even remotely understand. There's a deeper picture. There's a deeper reason to why that people are the way that they are and who they are, like what their truth is, and embrace it. Let them explain to you without interrupting, and just sit and listen.
Listen.
And I think we don't sit and listen enough.
We don't
to
listen
one another.
enough.
No.
We
not
want
at
to
all.
finish people's conversations.
Absolutely.
And we want to try and justify for them, which why are we doing that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sit and be still.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh shit. And how can the people get in touch with you, Lee?
I mean, find me on Instagram. Message me.
Yes.
Ask me for my number. I don't mind talking with you. Ask me for my email. I mean, I don't I hope
Yeah.
I'm transparent. I wear everything on my sleeves. Let's talk.
How can they find you on Instagram?
Lead on Hershey. Yeah. Or Girls with Flair. And make sure you check out God Made Man. This shit's going to blow your mind.
Yes. I've already added them as a friend. I've followed them. I follow them on Instagram.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely.
I love you guys so much.
Thank you for being here.
I'm ready to come back.
I'm right. Is it next month yet?
Yeah,
Is
right.
it January?
Yep.
We need to do our January checkup.
Done and done.
I'm with it. All right, and make sure you check us out every Wednesday. I know we've been slacking. This is the last episode of the year. We will see you next year. Have a happy and safe New Year, Kwanzaa, all that good shit.
All the great stuff.
All that good stuff.
Just wrap in the good times.
Yes, wrapping the good times. You can check us out on all podcast platforms, including YouTube. So YouTube, Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Stitcher, TuneIn. We everywhere. Just go ahead and search us at Jampacked Show on Instagram, Twitter. If you're looking for us on YouTube, check us out. Put in Jampacked Podcast and just go to our website. It's we gotta fix it, but it's jampackedshow.com.
Get you a hoodie.
We also have hoodies and T-shirts for sale. Go ahead and slide in those DMs and come and purchase these tings right here. And it's hoodie weather.
Sweater weather.
Yes, sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
You can even put holes in it if you want.
On that note, we gonna see you on the next Jampacked. We are every Wednesday. We will see you on the next Jampacked.
That's right. That's right, baby.
Peace out, up. I'ma make it statement day by day. Y'all better come my way, y'all better come my way. Okay, and say, y'all better come my way. I'ma make a statement day by day. Peace signs up, put them in the air, they gon' rise up. Yeah. Peace signs up, put them in the air, they gon' rise up. Yeah.